What's up, everybody? Man Cave Dave here in Michigan with a pickups video, and boy oh boy, what a video this is. There's some people mowing their lawn in the background. If you hear that, we hit up a community-wide rummage sale today about an hour away from us, and this is some stuff that came from that, as well as a couple of things that I got just before. So I will start over here. This is one of the first sales we went to. Kind of took a chance on this. I don't know how I feel about it until I start researching. It's a collection of Schleich dragons in a castle. They wanted $75 for the bin. There's a whole bunch of castle parts and knights and dragons, and I think that top were-dog looking thing might be from Lord of the Rings. So I don't know. We'll see how I did on this bin, but it just looked really cool. Plus, shoot, free bin. So, they threw that in. Let's see, what else we got here? We got a vintage Tonka pickup truck, as well as a Nylon pumpkin picker tow truck. I think I actually have that. They only wanted $2 a piece, and so I figured that was a pretty good deal there. Now this old bulldozer, I paid up a little bit more. This was at a rummage sale that I bought some other stuff. I'll show you all in just a minute. And guy's like, well, I got this, and it's in pretty rusty shape, but it's really solid, and it looks to be complete. So it looks like going price in this condition online might be, $70 or so. So I offered him $35, which he was happy with, and it's just a really cool piece. I'll be happy to get that on to somebody else. Now these right here are just in amazing shape. So we have a 70s Tonka car carrier as well as a crane. The crane is missing a crank on the side here. I need to see if I can repair that. And two Tonka bugs. Now looking this up, it looks like a car carrier in this shape goes for about $100 to $125, and a crane in this shape probably about $80 to $100. The bugs, I want to say one was about $20, maybe the blue one that's missing the light bulb there, and the red one between $50 and $60. So all together with these 4 vehicles and this awesome vintage Ernie doll, I paid $150. So definitely paid up a little bit there, but these Tonkas are just in amazing shape. Now, this down here, a bin of wee stuff, mostly Skylanders. I was going to pass it up. The lady said, you know what, it's been sitting here all day, you can just have it. There was a couple of other little things that I wanted. This Pokemon watch, as well as this little figure. So I thought it was very kind of her to offer for me to have it, but I gave her $10. Said, here, how about this for everything? She said yes, so that was kind of a nice little score. And if nothing else, well, there's a watch, a figure, and a Mario Kart steering wheel in there. All right, so from the same sale, we got the dragons. Got a few things here. Box against Office. I have a good friend who really likes The Office, so this is going to go to her. And then some different video game stuff. Brand new wireless controller for the Xbox One, as well as a multifunctional stand. I like these. It's kind of nice for charging controllers and stuff. And then a Garmin for $10, and this has the free lifetime maps and traffic, so $10 for that. I should be able to get $35 to $50 for it. Let's see, what else? We got a whole bunch of Lego that I walked right by, but my wife saw them, so kudos to her. She's sitting behind me, giving me the thumbs up, or having a drink and just smiling at me. That works too. So all this was $10 for all these bags of Lego. And then this was kind of cool, some Godzilla figures. I've had a lot of folks ask me about Godzilla, and these are newer ones, but they were about $1 a piece, and then this guy, 25 cents. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. We got Tetris here, plug and play for $1. A bag of Disney PVC figures that was $1. Nintendo RF Switch for the Nintendo 64 for 50 cents. And this came from a sale that had just all kinds of crazy stuff. So this bag was $1 for all of these figures here. And looks like we have an Exo Squad. This was $1 for all of these figures. 25 cents for all these guys, including a Ninja Turtle figure. And then $1 for all of these Batman guys. So that was pretty awesome there. Our first sale of the day had these Xbox 360s back here. I think I overpaid on them. They wanted $15 a piece, but Also came with all these cords, including N64, power brick, and some games here. So I said, well, sure, let's give it a shot. And there was a Kinect in the bag, so fingers crossed that everything works. These two Nintendos here, we stopped at a sale yesterday, and I asked the lady if she had any game stuff, and she said no. And then we walked outside, and my friend said, hey, look. And they say for parts only, so they might, hopefully they just need a new pin connector, but they were both free. So that was a pretty good find there. And this controller was also with all this stuff. We got this cool SpongeBob tin for 50 cents. Thought that was kind of fun. Let's see, a bunch of Lego coins that came in another box. If I can open it one-handed, there we go. And then I paid $1 for these, Bela Lugosi. I like him. He played Dracula back in the day, so we'll check that out. And then some blank VHS. Let's see, we got a power cord back there. I think that was just a few dollars. That'll go up to the cabin. We have Gonzo, who works. Paid Gonzo, oh my goodness. Grover. Yeah, sorry, Grover. Oh my goodness, he's still talking. So we got him and this Fisher-Price farm that's missing a lot of the stickers, but the moose still works. So we got those two, and then I asked if they had any more Fisher-Price Little People, and so they brought out the minibus here and some figures, and we've got the camper and some more animals here. Cool little camper, and this house back here. So altogether, I think I paid about $50 for all of that, which Little People, I've had a lot of people ask me about those, so, oh, bye. So it'll be nice to get those out to some other folks. Here we have a newer Playmobil set, a house, and inside there's a lot of accessories and people. That was $10 there. And these, I was so excited about these. This just looks fun, the Pumpkin Giant. And it's bringing back a memory. I may have had that as a kid. Masters of the Universe, the Rock Warriors. These were $5 for $1, so we got a bunch of books. Found this at the bottom. My youngest son actually said, hey, Dad, He-Man. I was like, whoa, yes. And then Elf, Mission to Mars. And this puzzle right here, this unlocked a core memory. I had this as a kid, and I can't remember if it was at our house or my grandparents' house, but I just remember putting this together, and I picked this up, and instantly I was there again. So this one's going to stay in the personal collection. I was pretty happy to find that. This blanket, twin comforter, was $2, and just, I don't know, it looks amazing. All these monsters and space. So we're going to give this a wash, and I'm going to put it down in the man cave. Then we have all of these amazing rock and 80s metal tapes. He wanted 50 cents a piece. I said, well, how much for the whole box? And so I said $25. So from Metallica, the Black Album, lots of Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, Quiet Riot, AC/DC, Motley Crue. So there's a bunch in here that I'm going to keep, and then a bunch I'm going to look to get out to other people as well. And then this was really cool. This was $3, this AC-10 for Green Army Men. It's probably about a $30 toy, so it was nice to find that. And looks to be complete, at least the plane. So that'll be fun to get that out to somebody else. Now, over here, went to a sale that I'd gone to before, and they had some games. So we got all these were $5 a piece, some Vita games, some 360 games, or 3DS games rather, Nintendo DS game, which I think this one is a fairly valuable, 25 to 30, and then a couple Super Nintendo games for $2. Final Fight and Utopia, which I was just excited to see Super Nintendo games that weren't sports games. These three, a friend of a friend reached out and said, hey, I've got these 3 games, what would you want? So paid $35. We got Super Mario Kart, Troy Aikman Football, and Super Mario World. This one's not really worth much, but I'll still make a few dollars on them, and he was happy to get those out of the house. Oh man, this is just crazy. Before I talk about this, I'll show this. So went to a sale, and I saw this sitting there. I was like, oh my goodness, that is awesome. It is just dirty, needs to be cleaned. Looks like it was sitting in a garage for a while. I'm missing most stuff, but it's just a really, really neat piece. And they only wanted $1 for it. So pick that up. I'm going to clean it up and get that out to somebody else who's going to appreciate it. Now, the strawberry shortcake stuff. So, the same sale where I got these games, I'm walking by and I look down and I see this guy and I'm like, hey, that's vintage strawberry shortcake. And then I looked up and there's all this. And I couldn't believe it. And I picked up this bag and said, attic toys, $40. And I was thinking, is that $40 just for this bag? That's probably not bad. And so the person who was working there said $15. And I was like, what, for the bag? And she says, no, $15 for everything. And I didn't know what to say for a minute. Obviously, this is worth so much more than $15. And I told her, I said, this has value. And she's like, no, 15. I'm like, well, at least let me give you a 20. So $20 bought all of this strawberry shortcake, vintage 1980s strawberry shortcake toys. So looking forward to going through this stuff, seeing what we got here, and then getting this out to other folks for probably a little bit more than $15 or $20. Folks who will enjoy it and have some fun, and from the attic to somebody's collection. So anyway, just an epic couple of days of garage sailing. I was really excited to get out and actually find some stuff. It was kind of weird. We found something at pretty much every sale we went to, at least for the first few hours. So anyway, from here in Michigan, this is Man Cave Dave. Thank you all so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you all out there.